I've been freeze drying for a while now, and the number one question I get is, what do you actually put in that thing? Not what can you freeze dry, because the answer to that is almost everything. But what people actually are putting into the machine, what I'm putting into the machine, and where do I get my best return on both time and electricity? Let's talk about that.
There are 5 categories that come up over and over in the freeze drying community.
The first is garden produce, and this one makes total sense.
If you're growing more tomatoes, zucchini, or carrots than you can eat fresh, freeze drying lets you capture that harvest at peak nutrition and store it for years, not weeks.
The second is eggs.
Freeze dried scrambled eggs are one of the most searched freeze dryer topics out there, and for good reason. Eggs are cheap to buy in bulk, they're protein rich, and a year's worth of eggs can fit on a single shelf when they're freeze dried. I admit that I actually freeze dry egg powder so I can make anything eggs can be used in.
The third is dairy. Things like shredded cheese, sour cream, yogurt, even butter.
These are foods with short shelf lives that freeze dry beautifully and rehydrate surprisingly well.
Fourth is leftovers and full meals. Casseroles, pastas, soups, stews.
People make big batches and freeze dry portions for quick meals or emergency food storage. I personally actually like freeze drying the ingredients for a full soup or casserole. It still saves lots of time when I'm hungry for that specific meal.
And fifth, everyone's heard of this one, candy. Skittles, gummy bears, taffy. It's becoming a whole thing.
They puff up, get crunchy, and the flavor intensifies. People sell them at farmers markets. It's a real trend. I personally don't do much of this, but those crunchy marshmallows are quite a fun topping to have for hot chocolate or snacking in the wintertime. So those are the most popular, but popular doesn't always mean worthwhile. Let's talk about value. When I think about bang for the buck, I'm thinking about 3 things: cost of the food, how much it shrinks down, and how useful it actually is long term. Eggs are probably the single best value thing I've freeze dried. I get farm fresh eggs when able, but to save money you can get them on sale. I crack and mix them, then freeze, and finally freeze dry. One full freeze dryer tray gives me the equivalent of about a dozen eggs, shelf stable for up to 25 years. That's incredible return on investment, and has been wonderful to have on the shelf when I want to bake but don't have eggs in the fridge. Garden produce is right behind eggs, especially since I grow it myself. My cost is certainly less than purchasing produce, although there is certainly a cost. Tomatoes, peppers, zucchini, herbs, peas, all of these freeze dry well and retain their nutrition. Herbs especially are worth mentioning. Fresh herbs from the garden freeze dry into something far better than anything I've bought at the store. See my Harvest Right freeze dryer link in the description to check out how I have a nice supply of food ready at any time. Full meals and leftovers are a great pick. When cooking a big pot of soup or chili, the marginal cost to run an extra tray is low. And having a shelf of ready-to-eat meals is very useful for busy weeknights, camping, or just knowing I have food security on those ugly winter days when leaving the house is just not happening. So, what's not the best value? Candy. I'll be honest, it's fun, and yes, people do sell it. But if your goal is food storage or nutrition, candy is the lowest return you can get per tray. The electricity and time cost isn't zero. Dairy is somewhere in the middle. It freeze dries well, but it's also easy to over dry and harder to rehydrate into something you actually want to eat. I'd prioritize shredded cheese over, say, sour cream until you get the hang of it. So if you're just getting started or trying to be more intentional about what goes in your freeze dryer, start with eggs, then move to whatever you're growing in your garden or cooking in big batches. Those 2 categories alone will give you real tangible value. The candy is fun, but probably save it for when you've got the basics covered already.
If you want to actually see how I freeze dry vegetables or eggs, I've got those videos and you can look at those next. Until next time, the answer to every question in my world is, let's get growing. I'll be doing that in Zone 4.